The Woman in the Mirror, the chilling real encounter from Pennsylvania, USA. Welcome back to another true horror story that will send chills down your spine. This one happened in a quiet suburban town in Pennsylvania, where a young man's encounter with a haunted mirror turned his life into a living nightmare. This is a real case, reported in 2016, and to this day, it remains unexplained. In late 2016, a 27-year-old man named Ethan moved into a small rental house in the countryside of Pennsylvania. It was a cozy place, old but affordable, with creaky wooden floors and antique furniture. One piece in particular stood out, a tall, ornate mirror that hung in the hallway. The landlord told him it was part of the house and had been there for decades. At first, everything seemed normal. But just a few days in, Ethan started noticing strange things. He would sometimes see what looked like brief flashes of movement in the mirror, as if someone walked behind him. But every time he turned around, no one was there. One night, around 3 a.m., he woke up to a loud noise, a crash, like something had fallen. He got out of bed and walked into the hallway, only to find the mirror untouched. But as he stared into it, he noticed something horrifying. A woman standing behind him in the reflection. He spun around. Nothing. He looked again. She was still there. Pale face, long black hair, wearing an old-fashioned dress. Her mouth slightly open as if she was whispering something. Ethan panicked and ran back to his bedroom. He didn't sleep the rest of the night. The next morning, he tried to convince himself it was just a dream or sleep paralysis, but the fear didn't go away. Over the next week, things got worse. Lights began to flicker. He started hearing faint whispers, especially near the mirror. He covered it with a cloth, but somehow, the cloth would always be on the floor by morning. One night, he set up his phone camera facing the mirror while he slept. What he saw the next day horrified him. At around 5:53 a.m., the cloth slipped off the mirror by itself. A dark figure slowly emerged in the reflection. It looked like the same woman, only this time, she moved toward the camera and smiled. Terrified, Ethan contacted a local paranormal group. They came in with equipment and immediately reported high EMF levels near the mirror. One investigator even claimed she felt a hand on her shoulder while standing near it, though no one else was in the room. When they asked the landlord about the mirror, he went silent. Eventually, he admitted that the previous tenant, a woman, had taken her own life in front of that mirror a decade ago. Since then, every tenant had reported something off. Some left without explanation. Others broke their lease early. Ethan moved out that very week. To this day, the mirror remains in the house, and the landlord refuses to remove it. So, what do you think? Was the mirror truly haunted, or was it all in Ethan's mind? Either way, one thing is clear. Some objects hold onto more than just memories. If this story gave you chills, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I have more real horror encounters coming soon, and trust me, they only get scarier from here. Until next time, avoid antique mirrors, and never ignore what you see out of the corner of your eye.